Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with the Hall of Famer in many places.
What's up,
Tim Bradley. I'm just jump right into it. 6 pounds. Gustavo Lemos. I talked to Christina Ponce. She informed me it was 8 pounds at once upon a time. I've seen Lomachenko lose to an overweight Slido. I've seen Castillo miss weight twice and beat Corrales in the second. And Ryan Garcia beat Devin. I know there was the Austrian, but 6 pounds. Keyshawn Davis will be facing Gustavo Lemos. Like, wow.
I mean, look, there's always concern, man. Especially 6 pounds, man. First of all, it's fucking disrespectful. You know, excuse my French people out there, but you know, I'm gonna be me. You know, the disrespect, man. Showing up here, man, and not making that weight. You know, not even carrying, bro. That's 6 pounds, 6.2 pounds, bro, and not even carrying and making even get close. Like, come on, man. It's horrible, but it puts Keyshawn and his team in a very tough place because 10,000 people are supposed to come out and see him fight. It's homecoming, first homecoming. ESPN is here. Promoters spent the money, get everybody here. It's like you don't take the fight, now you piss off a whole lot of people. You do take the fight, you take the risk of just what you just said. You know, it's unfair. You're fighting a guy that's in a different weight class. It's not right. Now I could see if Lemos was to come in on weight and then was 6 pounds over, I guess the limit rehydration. That is what it is. That happens all the time. But it's just it sucks for him right now, man, because this is supposed to be his moment. He picked Lemos. Lemos said he can make the weight. Lemos ain't made that weight, and I guess that's 2 years. He ain't made 135 pounds. He's been fighting at 140, but still, that's no excuse. He signed on the dotted line, man. So you're supposed to make that weight. I don't know, man. I don't know how they gonna handle it, to be honest with you. I think there's, you know, they already got the 10-pound limit after the weigh-in from the commission. That's in effect. The fact that he came in overweight, I mean, dude, it's just so much bullshit right now, bro. Like, and it's important for Keyshawn's team to get this right. They got to get this right, man. It's a dangerous fight. I can see if he was fighting like a feather-fisted fighter, man. He's fighting a puncher, man. And it was crazy because I was speaking to him in a fighter meeting, and his outlook is that he feels that he's going to be worn or weight trained. I don't think so, man. I don't get that feeling. You know, that's his feeling, but I don't think that. You know, I think that Lemos is gonna be strong. I think, you know, the fact that he didn't take as much out of his body as he should have, you know, to make the weight. I think he's gonna be extremely strong in the fight. It's definitely gonna help him punch a lot harder. Keyshawn, again, coming at 135, man. You know, he had to take a lot from himself to make that weight, I'm sure. And I just worry. I worry having all that extra weight behind him to be able to land again a big shot over the top, something that Keyshawn doesn't see, and it lands and it hurts him, man, and knock him out or put him out. But it's a dangerous fight. You know, it's an unfair advantage. It really is, man. But it's like, do you not do the show? You know, if I was his manager, I would think twice about it. I would say, I don't think so. You know, I would put a lot of stipulations in there, and I would make this man meet him. First of all, you didn't come in overweight. You came in overweight, first of all. 6 pounds. Now you can't weigh this tomorrow. You know what? Better yet, in the morning you can't weigh this, and then during the fight you can't weigh this. I mean, I would put so many stipulations in there, man. And if he didn't meet these stipulations, I would cancel the fight. But that's just me. That's just me. And I'm not giving anybody ideas, man. Y'all do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? If y'all see this, y'all do what y'all do at the end of the day, because again, this matters, man. This matters a whole hell of a lot. You got to think about your promoter being your partner. You got to think about your career. What if shit don't go your way? It's a tough balance, man. That's from a manager standpoint, but from a fighter standpoint, for me, I'm taking the fight. That's just me. I'm taking the fight because I just know what this can do if I don't take this fight with my promoter. I just know how it doesn't look. It doesn't look great. It's like, you know what? Do you got my back or you not? Are you that good or you're not? You know, your promotional team, they've already spent a shitload of money on you to get you here. They're going to have to get back all those tickets because people are going to be pissed off. You know, I mean, it's a lot that goes into this, man. So it's a big-ass choice. Me being a fighter and me being who I am, I would take the fight and take the risk. I believe in my skills.
But where do you, I guess, when do you save a fighter? And I'm not saying that, like, he won't win or things, but I remember, not going back to a grim time, but I talked to you after the Dadashev fight with Matthias, and you gave me, like, an interview, which was, you know, I still think about that all the time, about when fighters get in the ring, come out, they're slightly always a little bit different.
Always.
And, you know, a 6-pound advantage. I mean, Oscar Valdez fought Scott Quigg. He won, but at the expense of his jaw broken, and that wasn't even 6 pounds. So, I mean, you know, it's you always speak.
It's the risk you take, man. It's the risk you take, again, to keep the show rolling, to keep the ball rolling. It's a huge risk, but you got to let your promoter know if you get in this situation, like, hey, I'm willing to take this risk for you. I'm willing to take this risk, but if shit don't go according to plan, because I took this risk, ain't no love lost here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna rebuild me. Y'all gonna do whatever y'all gotta do to make sure that, because I got your back right now. I got your back. You gotta have my fucking back. Period. So you just gotta make that clear with your promoter if you go ahead and take that leap of faith. But it's a dangerous fight. Again, me being a fighter, speaking from the fighter standpoint, I'm taking the fight, dog. I've been training 8-9 months, whatever. I mean, 8-9 weeks for this fight. I'm going in there. I'm gonna be smart, and I'm gonna punish this guy. I'm gonna figure him out. You know what I mean? So, but me being the manager, I'll take the burden. Me being the manager, I'll piss off the promoter. Me being the manager, but I don't know. We'll see what Keyshawn does in the morning. We'll see where Lemos ends up as far as weight goes. I'm sure they have stipulations, you know, that he has to meet, and if he meets them, great. If he don't, then I don't know. We may see a fight, we may not, but it's still a dangerous ask, and you know, I hope Keyshawn and them, they figure it out.
Just my last couple questions. You know, I know a lot of the promotion's built on the Gustavo, but Tank's chimed in, and I guess when you think about it, kind of also helped the promotion. But you know, Keyshawn's going and taking on Gustavo Lemos. Now the stakes are higher. A fight like this, would it get him prepared for Gervonta Tank Davis? And you think that's a fight that, I mean, I know politics involved, but you think Tank would even fight Keyshawn?
From a experience aspect of where Keyshawn is in his career, it's a perfect fight for Tank Davis. It's a perfect fight. You know, Tank can say whatever you want. I mean, he fought against Frank Martin. Why don't he fight Keyshawn? You know, but again, it's you got the separation into the promotional entities. If it doesn't make dollars, I guess in their world, it doesn't make sense. They gonna do what they gonna do. Keyshawn is here, you know, over a top-ranked side. He's gonna do what he gonna do. I guess they got a plan if he wins this fight. But as far as them fighting, I mean, yes, Keyshawn is doing what he's doing. He's making noise. Mm-hmm. He's letting it be known he wants to fight Tank. You know, I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, if Tank wants to fight him, that's a different story. Obviously, Keyshawn wants to fight him. But if Tank doesn't want to fight him, the fight ain't gonna be made. You know, but I think it's a good fight for Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn has the skills to be able to compete with Tank. To beat Tank, I don't know. I still got to see it, you know. But the skill-wise, I think that Keyshawn is right there with him. I think Keyshawn, there's a lot of things that Keyshawn can do that a lot of other fighters can't do. But again, he got to continue to gain experience, man. He only has 12 fights, 13 fights or whatever. That's not a whole lot of experience, you know. And he got to continue to hone his skills. But I wouldn't mind seeing it. I mean, that's right down Tank's alley, bro. You know, you see who Tank's will be fighting next. You know, 130-pounder. So we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, Keyshawn on his way, man. He just got to, again, dangerous fight tomorrow. He has to win tomorrow first, and then I think he's going to fight for a world championship after that against Baranchik, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Last one. No,
Oh,
go ahead. Don't.